Great. Good evening. Been a few days. I was battling an illness, but I'm back with another one of peppers from Todd. Got the family going on in the off-camera shot. My son's eating dinner. Okay. I took my pick. We're gonna do a Butch T Scorpion today. Despite the fact that this is small, I'm still kind of intimidated to eat this whole thing. Although I did eat a good chunk of that Habalokia. I think I'm gonna grab my knife and see what's going on inside first. And my gloves. Yeah, these are very hot. My son knows all about peppers. Excuse me.
Use your spoon, please. Use your spoon, please.
Okay. My protection. This election.
Spoon? What spoon?
Oh. Alright. Let's take the little guy. For comparison, here's the next biggest one. So, not much difference between those two, but this one's a bit bigger. The little winter ones look different. Oh, winter, I say that rather loosely.
Eat it, please. Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Spoon. It's granola.
Care to take a whiff of this one?
Nope.
Care to take a look?
Sure. It doesn't look oily. Is it supposed to look oily?
There. Once they're fully mature, the whole, or once the big pods come, it's when it wraps up the inside the placental tissue and it's just greasy. Okay. Okay. So, Butch T Scorpion. Take a good look at that.
Yeah, no spit, please.
Holy shit. God damn. Oh. Okay. Half of a bite-sized one. More than hot enough. Holy Christ. My whole face is just... Bam. Oh. So, lips are just bam, right up there. Whole inside of my mouth. It may have been sweet had I not had raisins just before I started filming. Had the scorpion flavor. Kind of in the same neighborhood as the Nagas and Habalokia. Oh, that's really building. On the side of my tongue, like right in here.
Mom will be in just a minute.
Holy Jesus. No size comparison, folks. I mean, eyeball. It's like barely an inch. Maybe not even quite an inch long on the long way. My whole tongue is just instant over the top throbbing, sweating Face is flushed. My lips are just scorching. Oh. Roof of my mouth is pretty much numb at this point. Tons of drool. Nose running.
More? Help. Let me help you. Please help quite a bit on your lid here.
Pulsating and undulating at a ridiculous high burn.
Let me help you.
My son doesn't like being cleaned up.
He got yogurt in his eye.
And he also doesn't like being messy either. Figure that one out. Oh my goodness, this is hot. I don't know if you can see my face is getting shiny. It is pretty warm out today here. It's like 86, 87 degrees outside. And I don't have an air conditioner in my downstairs, but... Oh, my nose is running pretty well at this point.
Alright, sir. Are you all done, baby?
Ooh, that knocks some shit loose.
I
Oh.
think you're all done.
It's riding high. I think it might have been peaked, but goddamn, is it still going? I feel a bit right in here. Don't like being dirty? Lots of drool. Whole roof of my mouth.
Dirty.
Feels electrified almost.
Dirty. So messy. Well, don't touch your eye with
Excuse the noise.
Desmond. Try not to touch your eye with your yogurty hands.
There's more to the back of my tongue now. Tip of my tongue's still tingling a bit with the whole main part of the burn. Desmond, please be quiet.
Almost done, Desmond.
Yeah, the whole roof of my mouth is just zonking out. Fading in and out of the numbness.
Yes,
but it's just this really intense burn. Back half of my tongue. All the way back. Into my throat. Throat stinging, I think part of that is because that's where my sickness hit in the last few days.
Alright, all done. Up.
Right in my throat, phlegming up and just kind of sore.
There you go.
Actually started the night that I did the Habalokia test last week. I think we might put him down before 7 tonight.
I think it's bedtime in the near future.
A bit of right in the middle of my chest here. Just a little see a warmth that's gradually moving down. Yeah, it's tapering off. Still clipping along pretty nicely though. Oh my good. God damn, that's hot. Forehead sweaty. Oh, my head, my scalp, damp. Whew. Yeah, that's a bit hotter than the Habalokia. Do you mind turning the volume down? Oh, I just found a piece of the pepper stuck behind my back molar. Or another one. I'll kick it up a little bit in some spots here, roof of my mouth. Oh goodness. Yeah. Yeah, it's this really weird burn. It was concentrated. It felt like a nuclear bomb went off on the top of my tongue, but then it was almost like it ignited a solar furnace, like a sun, a star, like a sprinkler effect of nuclear heat just radiating out. Hit the top of my mouth, hit the underside of my tongue. I mean, it was just the whole mouth, throat, not as much, but still pretty strong in the throat. Man, definitely learned my lesson after last year with the brain strain in particular in the Congo, Trinidad. It was when I started drifting away from eating whole pods at this heat level or thereabouts. Because even this tiny half here, and Todd, you really grow those fucking things hot. Yeah, I'm sweating. I'm glad the ceiling fan's going, at least evaporate some of this sweat on my face and on my head. Man. Dying down. Good. It's still really strong and relatively speaking, compared to average hot peppers, it's dying down. Compared to the max heat it was at, but compared to a lot of hot peppers I've eaten, it's still roof of my mouth, tongue, just my tongue. The roof of my mouth feels almost numb again. Excuse me. Had a good amount of soup. It was a good chunky vegetable bean soup that I made the other day, so that's helping my stomach out. It's right in here that I can feel almost like if I were to get a light sunburn on the inside of my esophagus, that's kind of what it feels like. Not entirely unpleasant, but not exactly like, oh man, this is a comfortable sensation either. So kind of toeing the line, not painful, but just kind of little uneasy feeling. No stomach ache. I don't think I will get one. I'm gonna go and have myself some toast and whatnot here in a bit. A little bit of starchy carbs. I mean, I had the beans in the soup, but a little bit more like grain type starches usually helps me out, especially some peanut butter for some fats, because I had some sour cream on my soup, but not a lot of fat content overall. So, yeah. Tmudder's Butch T mini pod. Size is irrelevant on this level of heat. So, take from that what you will, but yeah, definitely another one I wouldn't trifle around with. There are some people who can handle them a little bit better at this heat level, but my stomach anymore is cut out for chili heat up to a point, but not for something like that, especially a whole pod. Whole pods are way worse than sauces. The only super hot sauces I've ever gotten a stomach ache from were ones that had extract in them, so it sticks on the lining of your stomach on the mucous membranes and just poof, brutally hot. But like super hot peppers are way more intense to me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it has to do with the polarity, like the magnetic signature, the electromagnetic field of the capsaicinoids in the peppers. That's different quality than the when it gets cooked down into a sauce. I don't know if it alters it somehow. It probably does. But these pods, man, good essential flavor, but they were faintly bitter. But again, that could have been just because of my eating the raisins fairly shortly before I started filming. So, yeah, a little capsicum flavor, a little bit closer to hints now. My sense of taste being dulled. Little hints of Annuum or Baccatum type flavors when they're ripe. That was sweet that time. So yeah, good sweet scorpion flavor. Some people don't like the scorpion flavor. I know that eating the seeds makes it a little bitter, and also eating the high amount of capsaicin that has a bitter taste on your tongue. So it'd be good for an accent flavor in a stir-fry dish. And of course, I always recommend powders. That's one of my favorite things to do with the super hots. Dry the things out. Most of these dry really well. They're really thin-skinned, thin-walled, and grind them up into powder. Put it in a little shaker or in just a little jar, and you can take a little tiny scoop out, throw it in your whatever, or sprinkle a little bit on something. You know, I make grilled cheeses and whatnot. Sprinkle a little bit of that in there. Oh, it's perfect. So yeah, good stuff. Thanks again, Todd, for sending me these pods to test. Hopefully my harvesting will begin within the next month and a half. I got some lemon drops that are starting to throw out a lot of flower buds now, so that'll be one of the ones that I'll be testing first, probably. And again, so my summers aren't quite as hot, so it might be a little bit longer. So I'll be coming back at you with the nasty Maruga Scorpion in the near future here. I'll probably give it a few days, just in case my stomach gets hit by this a little bit. It doesn't feel like it's gonna, but within the next 3 or 4 days, probably. I would say 4 days, leaning more towards before I test the Maruga. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time with the Trinidad Scorpion Maruga. And no, I'm not eating the whole one. See ya.